I believe I held space for myself. I think I took you all on a walk through my own trauma, reflected by the sharing and the guests that I had sharing their own traumas, which I felt that needed to be expressed. My goal with the podcast was to put information out there from the perspective of the individual that has the condition, the parent caregiver, and then the professionals that work with those that have this condition. I did want to share right now, I am walking on eggshells personally, dealing with something that is related to tuberous sclerosis complex that jumped up in my face. I interviewed people about PTSD, their own PTSD. I interviewed people with epilepsy that just did not have tuberous sclerosis, about their mental health issues. I think it's a symptom of us not looking at all the tools available, because through the process of interviewing these people on the podcast, I discovered these alternative medicine tools that would potentially help, and we're helping people not only with TSC, but into the autism community. My encouragement to all of you out there is to deal with your shit, and it's never too late. I waited very long. I was in crisis for a lot of years and in and out of it, and trying to maintain a quality of life and a sense of humor. Julie Como, the connection with the community for the TSC is huge. So the internet and the groups on Facebook and whatnot have been amazing for sharing information, sharing from lived experience. The energetic component is starting to be talked about a lot more. Autism and law enforcement. That was a mind-blowing one. How are police officers perceiving or misperceiving people that have autism? I discovered Mike Robinson and cannabis and cannabinoid medicine, and using that as a tool to help reduce the pharma load. And he is a step parent to a young lady that has had amazing success using this medicine. I've discovered these stem cell activating patches called X39, developed by a man named David Schmidt, a company called LifeWave, that are changing lives all over the place, and are a non-transdermal patch, works with your body and light to stimulate a peptide that activates stem cells and really can raise the dead. The results that people are having are amazing. People are bleeding. Families are bleeding. Human beings are bleeding. There's been so many blessings too. I think when you're in these types of really tough experiences in life, you appreciate so much the little things. The woods and nature have been amazing, healing, grounding, escape kind of in place areas where I can go and just feel some love, baby. It's a tough path, but there's so much beauty too. How much more I learn from them than they've learned from me. I did choose it on some level, but in this gritty world we lived in, this mad world, I believe it can for you too, if you can grab the perspective of really seeing past the disability, that are somewhere on this chronic illness or tuberous sclerosis, however you want to label this experience of extreme, unpredictable, inconsistent, gray, seeking truth and seeking within and without, to not have to feel like you have to lie or have your back up against the wall all the time, and speaking your truth. And the more that we do that in all the places that we are, with all the tools that we have, I think we can make this better. It's changed my life in many ways. I just continue to hold space for people that are in the hospital, that are dealing with heavy situations and oppression. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and peace out.